divine day. People are going to take you the way they want to take you from their own perspective. And how they feel about you and their personal perspectives about you has actually nothing to do with you. See, everybody's coming from where they've been, and where they've been has influenced their perceptions of things. And then those perceptions carry forth as decisions, judgments, ideas. But sometimes you find somebody who's worked the knots out of their own consciousness, out of their own hair, so to speak. And in doing so, they realize that they have been given up so much control for how they feel to, depending on what the others do. Outside perspectives, outside actions, outside everything. The only one that can straighten up our own consciousness is ourselves. It's kind of like having to do your own hair to get ready for your day. The more we look for somebody else to come in and make us feel better, correct your behavior and then I'll be good. Be the way that I'm comfortable with you being, and then I'll be okay. The more we limit ourselves and the more we give our power away to someone else. See, we have a choice of what we take with us and what we don't. Life is like a buffet. And we don't have to take everything with us. You don't like something on the buffet, you leave it there. Somebody will go get a whole plate of crab legs at the buffet. Not just any buffet, only certain buffets got crab legs at that. But if it was me, I'm like, where's the steak? I'd rather have the beef. I don't really do crustaceans or anything from the sea. And that's okay. There's options for everybody. In people and experiences and awareness. There are so many options on this earth. So much more than you find on a buffet. It would be dang foolish of me to get mad about having crab on my plate if I'm the one that put the crab on my plate and I don't like crab. In other words, if you don't like how somebody is, you can't really get on to them about how they are. You just recognize, like, this isn't for me. Why am I putting it on my plate? Let me choose something different. Let me choose something I actually like. I think that's what a lot of us tend to do. Like, we get ourselves messed up. We pick something or someone, and when they're not the way that we would like them to be, we try to change them. And really, honey, if we ain't learned it by now, I don't know when you're going to figure it out, but the only one you can change is yourself. Like, we really can't control other people. We can just show up as ourselves. I saw an interesting TikTok the other day, and it was talking about authenticity being the highest vibration, the highest frequency a person could hold. Yeah, in your authenticity, you accept yourself the way you are. But if you really are authentic and you appreciate and accept yourself the way you are, then that leads you to, well, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. What's good on my side is good on their side. If it's good for me, it's good for you. So let me just accept you the way you are. And sometimes accepting you means entwining you deeply into my life because, oh my God, you look like a whole steak, girl. And you feel like a whole steak. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole interaction, it feels delicious. It feels like what you like. Ain't no crab legs up in here. But sometimes it's like, oh, okay, so you're a different type than I am. Okay. Oh, you like that? I don't do crab. Okay. Sometimes it's like, as the airplane flies overhead, message, Sometimes it's like, okay, well, you eat crab, I have steak. We can still eat together at the same table. But then when they start trying to shove crab down your throat, and you might be allergic to seafood, or whatever, that doesn't work. Don't try to shove it down my throat. I'm not going to force feed you my steak, honey. I got a whole beef steak right here. If you don't want it, that's not my problem. If we can appreciate each other's differences, allow each other to exist as we are, respect that, cool. If we can't, that's when we're like, okay, well, have a nice day, move on, get on down the road, handle your business, handle your life. Same thing applies all across. I mean, in relationships, in business, and everything. I'm not finna sit up here and argue with you why my shop is the best shop and the artists, me and my daughter here, are the best ever. I'm not gonna argue with you. Either you see it, you respect it, and you want it, or you can keep on going to Walmart and get them chop shop nails. Go get some more super nail. You know what I'm saying? For whoever that is. I'm not finna convince them. They don't want to pay the prices. Oh, you're too expensive. You're right. You're right. I am too expensive. I have too much years, experience, practice, and quality to cut what I am to try to please you. Now, how can we be that way more unconditionally with ourselves in this life? Like, this is who I am authentically. I can't do a bad job just because you want to pay the price of a bad job. I can't turn crab into steak, man. It is what it is. But at the same time, it's so liberating when you stop trying to make them do it too. Now you can really live authentically, seeing what you see, respecting it for what it is, and what you put out comes back to you. So you're going to start, if you ain't been here already, some of you are already doing this, you're going to be like, oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. The more you honor your own authenticity, show up to the table as you, baby, because everybody else is taken. Get all the kinks out your own consciousness about needing them to be a certain way for you to be happy. No, if you can't be happy with them, if you can't love and be in love and be in appreciation, if these nails is too expensive for you, you don't want to come across to this side of town, whatever, that's cool. Go where it works for you. But let's stop trying to force ourselves to be less than, to fit into somebody else's box of what they want because they're making us responsible for how they feel, or doing that to other people too. And then it's amazing when you're sitting in your authentic energy, you find yourself attracting what you are, like you always do. It's funny how that always works. And what you put out comes back to you. So here you are, putting out authenticity, minding your business, getting your own consciousness together, taking accountability for how you feel and what you entertain in your day. And then different ones show up in your experience, and they respect that. They honor that. They not only want to pay your price, but they got a tip to throw on top of it. They're going to tell their friends. They're going to promote. They're going to whatever it is. Now, that's talking about business. How does that look like in a relationship? This is somebody who shows up. Not only are they the type of partner that balances well with you, but there's extra surprises too. Because what happens is now you've attracted a relationship or a situationship, whatever it is, based in authenticity instead of false notions of what I'm gonna need you to be so I can have a better day, or you trying to put on some fakey, funky, false personality, try to keep them from running away. Honey, if they want to run, open up the door. If they want to come in, see what they're here for, Life is a gamble, and if you ain't willing to take a risk, you're going to miss out on all sorts of bliss. But hair's done. Shop's open. Time to do what I came here to do. Just had to share this message with you.